Hi, my name's Anna. Today I'm going to go to Huddersfield and take my mum a loaf of bread that I've baked, but because it's such a lovely morning, I'm going to start off by playing a quena, which is an instrument I picked up in Peru, and I've only just started to learn how to play, so this is a very simple song. And now I'm going to do it accompanying them with music. It's a good start to the day, isn't it? This is a loaf of bread I baked for my mum. It's the only second wholemeal loaf that I've made, and I'm dead proud of it. So I'm going to take it over to Huddersfield. I'm in York. I'm going to get on my bike, put all this, the camera, the loaf of bread, some apples, because I want to make a recipe over there for my mum, caramelised apples with ice cream, and the apples have been harvested by a group in York. Lovely quality apples. We harvest them from people's gardens when they have too much, and I'm going to make caramelised apples with ice cream, so taking all the stuff with me in a bike bag. So I'm going to cycle to the station, get the train to Huddersfield, get picked up by my sister at the train station, and then driven to her and my mum's house, and we'll see how the food turns out. See you later. So there's the apple. No, they're the apples. Apples and bread packed in a cycle bag that I'm just about to take out and go on my way to York Station. I'm just getting the bike out from the shed, and I noticed the reflection on my neighbour's aerials, the lights on there, and just look at that lovely shape of an arrow. The light's quite lovely this morning. Here we are, all ready to go. There's the bike, ready to go. There's me, ready to go. I'm going to try and film with a camera in my jacket on the way to the station. This is just by Ouse, the River Ouse in York. it's not too bad. This normally bridge is really busy during the week. It's a real cyclist bridge, and today it's all nice and quiet. So beautiful. So quiet. Still quite early. There's a postie in the distance. Whoa, it's a bit fast. God, it's like going ski. Boundaries Park, yeah. It should be called Kit Kat Park, shouldn't it? With trees made of chocolate. That'd be fantastic. Just like in that Homer Simpson cartoon. Well, this is fab. Love cycling, love filming, love chatting. But I'm chatting to myself at the moment. The light is so lovely this morning. It's a good day for filming. Morning.
Fine.
Morning.
Oh, yeah.
She's parking. Oh, screw. This is fun. Blue sky. Nothing, just blue skies. Ooh, there's a plane. Oh, isn't this fun? There's a blue bridge. So cold because it is blue. What a lovely, lovely, lovely day. So mild. Whoa. I'm still on my way to the station, but the journey goes along the walls of York. York Station. Nice. Nearly there. Only about 2 minutes. At York Station, hot. Got to take everything off, get everything ready, go and see if the train's on time. so I don't lose it. I lost one not that long ago. That's my train. That's a lovely clock on the platform. Train's in 10 minutes. Everybody waiting for the same train.
Express service to Scarborough. 10:14 Transcontinental Express service to Liverpool Lime Street, platform 4. Police Huddersfield City.
Oh, it's coming in really slowly.
Security. Our trains are
You need to book taxis for today and for tomorrow as well.
Which room were you in? Opposite him. He was downstairs. Outside.
Why?
You could feel it like on the floor.
Right, because of the time. Oh, he was
He had a
scary
good
to
innings.
us. He had a very good
85. He was 85. He had a good innings.
I don't
didn't
think he could play the basic, would he? He's had an
No, he
amazing life.
raised so much money, didn't he?
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, this is more lightweight, isn't it? It's very nice of the sun to stay out, isn't it?
Yeah,
It makes everything look shiny and neat,
Right.
doesn't it?
The Leeds is quite
We will
nice.
shortly
Like-
be arriving at Leeds. If you are leaving the train, please make sure you take all your personal belongings with you.
The first big film I ever went to see from Huddersfield was Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and we saw it
Oh,
in
no,
Leeds,
yeah,
and it was like it was a coach trip out, and I must have been about 7 or 8,
Any
and I
customers
tell you,
exiting this
the
station, please
the
return
child
your tickets
catcher.
to operate
Yeah,
the
Frank
automatic
did
ticket
it.
game.
Well, I
So
remembered
right.
it, for years, and then when it came out, when you could see it on DVD and everything,
Yeah,
it was
well,
like, it was still quite scary.
Well, my kids
But it
used
was
to
such a
watch,
brilliant film.
it's 20 years after he came out, but my kids used to repeat, press the repeat button.
Oh right, on the
On the old VCRs, yeah.
VCRs,
Things like
yeah,
that.
wore them out. But yeah, that film really stayed in my mind. But it's like the big trip. The big trip was to Leeds. It's nice. The train. They wouldn't open the door. Hello, how are you? You? The lights are fabulous today, isn't it? Look at this. Look at that. I've been chatting to this guy on the train, and he's got 6 children. Yeah. I can't see anything because of the reflection of the light. Getting today? What we're getting from town?
Buttons, and I can't remember something else.
Buttons.
Buttons.
Anything else? Food? Is it food? Oh, look, a wind. Size button does it need to be?
Too limey greeny.
Oh, that's all right. What colour? Have you bought any wool?
No, but I know it is.
Dad, today we're at Daddy's grave. Checking to see all the plants are growing.
Mummy thinks plastic flowers. Because the rabbits won't eat those.
Well, the rabbits would eat them, but leave like a feedback form and say, no, this isn't good for us. This is
bit
really
bitter.
not good for us. This is right under a beech tree where it's expected. Isn't that the point? This is just quite close to the daddy's grave. Friend. Oh yeah, did you say hello?
She came down with like a bottle of bleach to clean some of the graves.
Bleach? That can't have been good for her. Father Mac used to take us out when we were little. Now we're at Greenhead Park, site of where we used to play when we were growing up, and this is a sculpture made from an elm tree that was had to be taken down when we had Dutch elm disease, when the main avenue was absolutely beautifully covered with elms. So we're still at Greenhead Park, important park for us when we were growing up, and this drain here is very important to our youngest brother. Drain cover, sorry. To our youngest brother, because that is where he had his first kiss. What age was that? Do you remember? No, none of us remember, but you know, it was his first kiss and he remembers it very well. We used to go on this when we were little. Me and my brother, all my brothers and sisters, and it's still going. They do look a bit embarrassed. Yeah, sure. Way. Did they have that hooter when we were little? Well, she's not looking our way. It's Mason Cot. In fact, this is the only... What's this? This is the only memorial, significant memorial, to the fact that James Mason was actually born on houses that was on this site here. Son of an architect, wasn't he? This is the bread that I've baked for your birthday for tomorrow. And it's brown bread, and it's only the second loaf that I've ever made that's brown bread. Excuse me. Co masz na myśli? Smaczne? Kawałek zrobić teraz? Później.
I'm just going up to do an order
For
some wool.
some wool.
It's for cotton.
Gosh,
In fact, this still is a bed.
that's a lot of wool. Have you been knitting for a long time?
Since I was a kid. In fact, so long ago that I don't even remember who taught me.
Alright.
But I do know that I was taught by the continental method, because I know when I watched other English people knit, I couldn't quite figure out what they were doing. And then I realised when I got older that I was taught a different way. And actually my way was much faster.
So when you're teaching people now, what do you say?
I warn them that if I teach them continental and not English.
What colour have they chosen?
Bloom.
Is it? Oh, that looks like a nice colour. And what type of wools do you sell?
All sorts, but mostly natural fibres. Well, the majority are natural fibres. There's very few that I sell that have got any artificial fibres in them, because I'm organic.
And what are your customers like? They chat to you on the phone, the customers, when they're ringing up for orders?
Yeah, you meet some lovely people on the phone actually. It's strange because when people are on the phone they actually get much less inhibited. It's a bit like Samaritans.
And they're very sweet.
Mostly, yeah. I don't think I've had any obnoxious customers, to be honest, since I started, and that was about, what, 2.5 years ago now.
So more and more people are doing knitting now, aren't they?
Yeah, it's become much more trendy.
And are young people doing a lot of knitting?
Yeah, quite a lot of youngsters that like to do, because they have like a quick disposable thingy, attitude to clothes. They will do like a scarf and a hat in this season's wrong size bag.
Is that the wrong size bag? What size do you need?
A bigger one.
Oh, it's a bit light.
Because they like to have things that change quite often, as teenagers do, then making a new hat and a scarf in the season's colours is ideal for them.
So was opening the wool shop a bit of a career change for you?
I hoped it was, but I still do some consultancy to keep the wool from the door.
Do you think more and more people are doing that now?
It's definitely become much easier to do because it's so easy to set up a website and you know, get access to.
You say easy. It took us quite a long time.
It took a lot of work.
A lot of work. Being relatively speaking.
It took quite a lot of work, but you can do it all yourself. You don't have to use outside consultants to do it. So in a way, it's something that you can do from home.
It helps if your sister's good at marketing, doesn't it?
It is. It's very useful.
What
Especially if she's good at marketing.
Oh, very funny. I'm bloody marvellous at marketing. So, is that for the same outfit? Is that different colour?
I have no idea what they're doing. I can only speculate about what they're making.
All right.
But I would suggest this is probably 2 items.
Do people come round to the house and want to look at your stuff even though it's online?
Occasionally.
So that's locals?
Locals, yeah. Or people that I get to know will, you know, they know that they can pop round.
That's very tidy packing.
It is. I try to. The thing that I liked most when I lived in Poland was the fact that you can pack a whole bundle of differently shaped things and not use one little piece of sellotape, but just do it all with a paper and twists and folds.
Is that because they had
It's
to
a real
learn that
art.
way? Yeah. Do you send orders all over the world?
Yeah, I've had orders from most, I think all of the EU countries now. Send stuff to Japan, and that's really great because you get to see the font in Japanese, even though they're writing English, but the address is in Japanese. So that looks quite interesting.
Is this an order in the UK?
This is a UK order, yeah.
But you get lots from Europe?
From Europe, from Australia, a lot of the English-speaking countries where expats have gone. And also people that just want something a little bit different, so will buy patterns and yarns from other countries so that they have something different compared to their colleagues.
Is that a special recycling?
It is, it's biodegradable.
It's biodegradable.
100%.
What does it say you got to keep it away?
100% degradable in the light. So put it in the sun and it will fall apart.
So you go to the post office a lot?
I do. I spend a lot of time at the post office. I know my local postmaster very well.
And you see other people in the post office who do online stuff like, I don't know, eBay
Yeah,
or
lots of eBayers.
eBayers.
Yeah,
So post office has actually become quite important, hasn't it?
it's a real melting pot.
Melting pot. So this used to be a bedroom, didn't it? The attic room. So it's now full of stuff. It's just full of marvellous walls and packing material.
For me or some people that work for her.
Oh, for the knit and
Made to
stitch.
measure. I thought it was brilliant.
For the show we did
For
last
the show,
last year. Not doing it this year, are we?
Nope.
No. So that's it. Packing
Recycling.
finished.
This is bubble wrap that I received this morning
Oh.
from a supplier, so I'm reusing
You
it.
have to just use, but just at least do one. You need a bigger one, don't you, to do the proper popping?